Hi everyone, welcome to Water Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is the Tier 7 American medium tank, the T20. It's been driven by our old mate MatchyHK from DPX Clan. And don't forget to check out Matchy's YouTube channel and the link will be in the video description. We're on Murovanka, always mix those two up, Murovanka. And Matchy's going to head down to the western flank of this map and try and make sure that they win that side of the engagement. You can see there's no artillery in this game, even though that's the mission that Matchy's on when he was at this stage of his journey through the mission sets for the personal missions. And this replay is actually taken from patch 9.10, and that's why it's displayed pretty much in purely vanilla. Now he's doing this is a good lesson on how to ride ridgelines. In the T20 he is top tier, so he can afford to be a little bit brave, and he's platooning with his old mate on 9999 Son, also from the same clan I think. Yes he is. And his platoon mate's driving the Tier 6 Russian light tank, the MT25. He gets an early shot into the J Panther, the Tier 7 German tank destroyer, but backs off before the J Panther can turn to get a shot. Because you'd imagine the J Panther wouldn't have too much trouble penetrating the front of the T20. But where the T20 is good for, it's an American tank, and like most American medium tanks, it has pretty good gun depression, and he's making the most of that gun depression by riding this ridge line and trying to spot for his team, as well as put some damage in as well. Now, because this is coming from patch 9.10, the you can see Sixth Sense just went off, but there was no sound. I'm not sure if that's a replay bug or what, but I know even back in 9.10 there were sounds when you were spotted. Now puts a shot into the SU-152, but fails to penetrate. But he needed to back right off before it fired. Now just saw that he fired again, so he can afford to stay out. He knows he's going to beat his reload, but he needs to be wary of that J Panther as well. His team's in a little bit of trouble. They're down 3 tanks already. And there's that SU. Can he reload in time before he comes in? Has a shot anyway. That was, you might as well take those shots, but it was never a guaranteed thing that shell was going to go in. Now looking at the mini-map, the enemy have pretty much taken control of the Magic Forest on the eastern side of the map. But they have a pretty good presence here as well. They've got the 2 tank destroyers, the SU-152 and the J Panther, both top tier, as well as that T-3485. Even though it's only a Tier 6, it's that T-3485, as well as the Chaffee, are doing a good job keeping Matchy and his teammates lit up for those tank destroyers. He's searching for a shot in that SU. Gets a critical hit, but doesn't manage to do any damage. The SU's now a one-shot. Matchy wants to get rid of him, get rid of that big powerful gun. That picks up his first kill for the game. And without giving too much away, he's going to pick up a few more as this game goes on. He's riding this ridge line. Gets a good shot into the toaster tank. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that one. And now he's just waiting for a shot in the Jag Panther. You can see the Jag Panther wasn't aiming at him, but he probably is now, as he just rocks backwards and forwards on this ridge line. Auto aims and puts the shot, gets the kill shot on the J Panther, picks up his second kill, but his team's still in a little bit of trouble. They're still down by 2 tanks, and that Magic Forest is just getting absolutely overrun. So Matchy's faced with a decision here. Does he go back and help the Magic Forest, or does he make sure that he wins this flank? And I think what he's going to do is ensure that he wins this flank first before going back. As you can see the T29's all by himself over there against an OI Experimental, the Tier 5 big Japanese heavy tank. There's a T34, KV1, IS2 and a Hellcat. All those tanks can do a bit of damage, and they've obviously worked together to get rid of that T29, which is T29's a pretty good tank at Tier 7 as well. Now, you can see Matchy's platoon mates moving forward with the Cromwell to try and get around that Challenger and maybe even flush out the Chaffee, but Matchy's doing exactly the right thing. He's looking at the mini-map, he's thinking, I'm not sure if that T-34's AFK or what. That could be where he spawned, or he could have could have just come back there. But those two tank destroyers, the SU-100Y and the Challenger, which are back near Matchy's base, they're not really going to have the vision, especially on the T-34, and you know, they're going to be outnumbered. So Matchy wants to help them out. Gets a very nice shot on the top of that OI experimental, and it's only going to take one more shot to kill him. Unfortunately, that wasn't the one, but the Black Prince takes out the KV-1. Even though it's only a tier 5, it's still a tank that needs to be killed. So the Black Prince, the Challenger, SU-100Y and the T-34 all back with Matchy, making sure that they don't get capped out here. They're only down by a tank now. Matchy's picked up 2 kills already and a handy amount of damage, but he wants to add to it. He's lucky enough that even though he did take a shot earlier, that shot did bounce off his turret, I think, from memory, and he's still got his health. So if at some stage he needs to engage the enemy tanks, he's still got his full health pool to play with. Picks up the T-34 for his 3rd kill. They're still down by a tank. They are still losing tanks on the other end. With his platoon mate on 9999 is down there on his own now. That Cromwell got taken out, and Matchy needs to stick with his teammates here, stick together, and work together to work out how they're going to win this game. You can see the MT-25 did cop a bit of damage there as well, and he was probably lucky enough to get away with it. Matchy's going to continue to ride these ridge lines and use his gun depression, use his mobility to not only damage and kill tanks, but of course spot them for his team. That SU-100Y is probably absolutely petrified back there on the A line. He doesn't want to be caught out in the open. It's a pretty slow, big, boxy tank, and it's a pretty hard thing to hide, the SU-100Y. It's tier 6 Russian premium tank destroyer. IS gets rid of the T-34. His 6th sense goes off. He spotted those 2 tank destroyers. Looks like they're stuck out in the open a little bit. You can hear the Challenger and the Black Prince shooting at them. One more shot into that Challenger would be handy to get rid of a top tier TD. The IS-2 is going for the big push towards that MT-25. He sees that MT-25 as a tank that's easy to kill. He's only on a small amount of hit points, so that IS-2 is
ready to fire,
having a big charge up towards Matchy's platoon mate. And he's still looking around. You can see the way the view keeps changing.
Target acquired.
Matchy's looking around and trying to see who's coming from where, who's shooting from where. They're down by a considerable amount of tanks here. It's 4 versus 7 at the moment, which is going to be challenging, especially with his platoon mate on such a low amount of hit points.
Let's find another target.
He's auto aiming, but he turns the auto aim off to try and get an accurate shot on the
target unlocked.
IS-2, but then he sees that Nashorn, or the Nashorn. Very dangerous gun on the Nashorn, even at tier 6, but no armour whatsoever. So Matchy picks up his 4th kill in the T20, and now the Challenger is having a rush of blood to the head. The Challenger was taking a shot at someone, but Matchy takes him out of the game for his 5th kill, and it's slowly getting closer and closer towards an even ball game here. On 9999 puts a bit of damage into that IS, but with the little gun of the MT-25, it's only going to be doing little bits of damage at a time. Matchy puts a very handy shell into the Hellcat. I've got another replay featuring Matchy in the Hellcat, which I'll be recording later on today. He gets spotted again, probably by one of the ISs, or even the Chaffee. The Chaffee could have gone for a hero run. He hasn't been spotted for a long time. There's no sign of the OI experimental on the enemy tank. The time since he's been spotted, he could have gone all the way back. Very lucky auto aim and kill on the Hellcat, confirming the top gun for Matchy. But it's still, now it's 4 versus 4, so it's a lot more even. Matchy's still got all of his hit points, which is an amazing feat considering how much those ISs pushed. But they seem to just have done a little bit of a half push. If they had have pushed properly into Matchy, a shot each from the IS and the IS2 probably would have taken him down to 300 or 400 hit points. He's got a big, high alpha gun on those ISs, and if they both had have shot Matchy together, it would have made this game a whole lot different.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Awesome lucky shot there on the Chaffee. He was auto-aimed and he was just between two buildings, but that Chaffee did light him up for the OI experimental. Matchy's looking for the kill shot on him, but he needs to worry about these ISs as well. You can see that's why he keeps flicking left and right with his views, looking. Obviously the OI experimental was spotted, and it'd probably be an easy kill for him, being a tier 5 heavy tank versus a tier 7 medium. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to try and get him out of the game before he takes on these ISs. He's picked up 7 kills, which is an awesome start to the game. And look, generally, I think anyone would be happy with 7 kills in a match. But Matchy wants to confirm the win as well. So he's going to get rid of the OI experimental, the tier 5 big Japanese heavy tank. He does it with one shot. He surprised him on the flank, which is exactly what mediums are good at, flanking those big, slow, heavy tanks. So he's even confirmed his Radley Walters medal with that kill for 8 kills. Now he's going back to contend with the IS2 and the IS. On with all the 9s is doing the right thing. He's occasionally spotting the IS2. And it looks like the IS has taken the inside road and separated himself from the IS2. Hard to say if the IS2 is the Chinese heavy tank or the IS2 Berlin, the Russian premium tank, but very similar in statistics. They look the same, and they both have a good handy gun. Unfortunate for Matchy to miss that one. His auto aim isn't going to work on this occasion, and as we look at the IS2, it looks like it's the IS2 Berlin, a relatively new premium tank from Russia. Now on with the 9s, is chipping away at that IS2. Matchy confirms the kill, picks up his 9th kill, which is a massive result. And now the IS, the non-premium IS at tier 7, is pushing on that SU-100Y as well as the Challenger. The Challenger's a one-shot for him, and the SU-100Y might be. The SU-100Y picks up the kill and confirms the win for Matchy, as well as on 9999 in his MT25. You can see in the post-game battle results, an awesome result for Matchy, picking up the Ace Tanker, as well as the Bruiser badge for doing a little bit of module and crew damage. Duelist for killing 2 enemy tanks that caused damage to his tank. Fire for effect. The Radley Walters medal for 8 or 9 kills. Might have been considered a little bit unlucky not to pick up his 10th kill to pick up a Pools medal, but you'll take a Radley Walters medal every day of the week. The High Calibre and of course the Top Gun for getting 6 kills. Looking at the second page of the post-game battle results, over 3,000 damage for Matchy. That's an awesome result. Good game by the Challenger, Bun Toy from RPS Clan, picking up nearly 2,500 damage. Between those two, they really carried the game, and a good job by on trip 9999 Sun. I'm not sure how to pronounce that one, from DPX as well. 434 damage, a little bit of spotting damage. Unlucky that he didn't that he lost so much health at the start of the game, otherwise he would have had a much bigger impact. Not a bad little profit, 13,000 credits. I think there was a little bit of premium ammunition fight in that game. I didn't really pay attention, but an epic carry by MatchyHK from DPX Clan in one of the favourites at tier 7, the T20 American medium tank. And if you've liked this video, don't forget to check out Matchy's YouTube channel, which the link will be in the video description. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you all next time.